Hello, I am Maria Fuentes and I will be presenting to you the Gyte Lab Training Manual website. The Gyte Computer Lab is maintained by Information Services on the Purdue University Academic campus for use by all PUC students. Open Computer Labs assist all the PUC students in reaching their educational objectives. In order to meet the needs of the greatest number of customers, the Open Computer Labs must operate effectively. In a given semester, there must be a minimum of 16 student employees scheduled throughout the year, ensuring these computer labs are up and running for our students. This training manual was made for all the student employees of the Gyte Computer Labs, whose position is titled Lab Consultant. These student employees are directly responsible for all activities concerning the labs: the opening of the labs, ensuring the computers are always running, maintaining the printers and other equipment, as well as closing the labs. The goal of this tutorial is to successfully make the student workers capable of doing the most important procedures in their position as lab consultants. Based on the needs analysis and the usability survey I conducted with the current student employees, I was able to receive the following feedback. Most students employees expressed they preferred having something online that they can turn to from their electronic devices. For example, if they are home, if they are in class, they want to be able to pull up the tardy procedures that are running late or call-off procedures from their cell phones, for example. Currently, we do have a printed copy of a lab manual with policy and procedures. However, it cannot be removed from the lab desk. At the conclusion of this tutorial, the lab consultant will successfully open and close the labs, troubleshoot the printers, and know the proper procedure for calling off or late. Stay tuned. The following web page provides information on the day-to-day job duties and responsibilities of the student. The policy and procedures used in the labs are included in the modules and should be used as a reference for future training. This is the online training manual for the Gyte Lab. What you see here is the home page. If you scroll down, you see a description of the page, information about who the labs are run by, the objectives of the page, and if you scroll down below, there is important attendance information. From this page, you could turn to this section here for calling in late, instructions on what to do if you need to if you're running late and you need to call in late, the numbers that you need to call if you're calling off, and the exchange of hours information. Exchange of hours are forms that if you know ahead of time that you will need someone to take your shift, you arrange that with the other employee. You both fill out an exchange of hours form and complete it and fill it out and sign it. So that's where that information is given. Okay, and from this page you can go straight to the lab guidelines, the opening procedures, the closing procedures, and or the printers. Okay, so if you're stuck working at night, for example, and you don't remember if you're allowed to wear headphones or have a drink at the help desk, you can go straight to the lab guidelines and to access that information. Okay. As you can see here, the guideline link also has important contact information that you may need. If you ever need to contact the lab coordinator, it gives you the location of their office and their extension. The Library Public Service Desk is also a number that you may need because that's actually one of the locations where a student is working at all times. So you may be scheduled at the library's public service desk, so you will need this phone number to get in contact with one of the supervisors there if need be. And the third number is the customer service center, the location of that office and the extension. This is used in the event that you are unable to help a student out with a question, software issue that you're unable to help them with. You can contact this number, get the help from the IT department, and then help the student this way. Okay. As employees of Purdue University, we must represent the institution and therefore abide by the rules and regulations set forth. This site here gives you a list of those rules and regulations. So we mentioned you do not, if you could wear headphones or not, this information you would find here. Okay. The next module that I will be covering is the opening procedures. Here I decided to place pictures on the opening steps to help the student employees remember the steps for opening the computer lab. On the first day of employment, the students are taken and introduced to the key watcher box, where they are given a code to retrieve the keys. That is the first step, and I put the picture of the key watcher box because that will, I think, remind them what they are to do first. In order for them to start to do anything, they have to get the keys. The second step is a picture of a LaserJet printer. The students are taken around to see where each printer they will be responsible for is located. They are to check each one and make sure there's toner and printer in each, and paper in each, The next step is a picture of an open input tray. This is to remind or inform the students to check the setting and alignment of the paper tray. Having the settings on the wrong place can cause constant jamming to a printer, which in turn means more work for the lab consultant and frustration for our student body. The fourth step is a picture of a recycle bin. This is here to remind students that they must go around clearing any garbage or paper left around the computer desks and tables, most of the time from the night before. The fifth step is regarding the garbage left on the actual help desk counter. Many times, lab consultants focus on the student tables and overlook the countertop of the desk, which needs to be cleaned and wiped as well. The last step is actually not a step. It's a noise level reminder, but a quiet zone so that the students are reminded that although the labs are not considered a library or required to be quiet, many students utilizing them are concentrating on homework, etc., and can use a low noise level. Below here is a link to a quiz for this module. Okay. This quiz will help the student see where they are with learning the opening procedures, and it will assist me as well in identifying where improvement is needed. So I will go to the quiz link, and you could actually start taking the quiz. As you can see here, it lets you pick up wherever you left off, but I'm going to say no so we can start at the beginning. Okay, this quiz, it's a recap, true and false. It's pretty simple. It goes over only the opening procedures. I think this will help the students recap the particular module that they were in. This quiz will help them see where they are with learning, and it will also help me see if there's any improvements needed, if the students are actually gaining anything from the steps in the module. So I will go ahead and answer false. Submit my answer. That is correct. Okay, I will go ahead and do the next one. When opening the lab consultant should check the printers for paper and toner. If someone says false for whatever reason, and they submit that, it will tell them that they are incorrect, and so forth. Okay. I'm just going to randomly respond to these. Okay. Incorrect. Okay, at the end, it'll say you did not pass, and you have the option to review the quiz or to finish the quiz. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go over the next module, which is closing procedures. Okay. This module covers a step-by-step process for closing the labs at night. This can come handy when the students are working the night shift for the first time, and are nervous about forgetting to do something. They can pull the list up on their phones even and perform the procedures as they do them. Okay. At the bottom of this page, there are important messages the student night shift. The night shift students need to remember, such as keeping the noise level down at all times. Okay. Cleanliness, dusting and cleaning the PCs, and especially wiping the keyboards and mouse with antibacterial wipes during flu season. This I put under the closing procedures module because this is usually done on the night shift for the part of the closing procedures. They usually wipe a few minutes before closing. And this last one I put in this module as well because the safety of our students is very important. The last step is they have to walk out of the building together. Many times students come across issues with trying to get other students out of the labs at closing. So what they do many times is they have to contact the campus police. So here is the non-emergency number in the event that they need to use help from the campus police. Okay. So this is the end of the closing module. The next module is the printers. This site is actually under construction. I will be uploading a video with step-by-step instructions on how to clear a paper jam, how to load the paper trays, how to change the toner. The video that I currently have, I don't want to use. I did not want to upload because we are replacing our printers, and I rather have the new equipment on the video for this module. Okay, thank you for viewing my website. I will be sending out smile sheets for everyone to fill out. I would appreciate your honest feedback. I do plan to use this website this coming fall with the new group of students that I will be hiring. So I would appreciate especially your honest feedback for improvements. This is a work in progress, but I'm looking forward to using it going forward to help the students, especially with training. Thank you.